Hi folks, I've just done one rocky, rough coast. I love seeing pictures. I think we all do. I'm just sort of learning to do them or practicing them. Limited palette. We've got cadmium red, ultramarine, black. I don't know what black it is. It's a Dale Rowney black. It's a lamp black, in case you want to know. That's a Dale Rowney. Burnt sienna, cadmium yellow, pale yellow ochre, 6 colours. As you can see from the last painting, I used more blue and black than the other colours, but we'll do another bit of a rocky coast, I think, but I won't take the cliff right up. So just go when I do these things, I just go for it. I don't know what I'm going to paint. I'm going to just make it up as I go along and give it a title at the end. Here's the one I've just done. I'll show you there. That one. Good off. There, can you see that? We do something like that again. When you're on a sort of a theme, good to keep it and to just change it the next day back to trees and skies. But here we want a really overcast sort of sky. So black and red, load of red. I've given this piece of watercolour paper a couple of good coats of primer. I used a bit of PVA glue mixed with some burnt sienna. That's dry, and a few minutes ago I coated it with a bit of burnt umber. So we've got a good solid base on which to work, and it'll be permanent. I paint over a lot of my watercolour demonstrations. I like to say that I sell more oil paintings on Etsy than I do watercolours. You won't say, well, I'm not surprised. I'm using walnut oil, which has always been used. There's nothing new about this, other than the fact that it's supermarket grade, edible, perfect for drizzling over delicious salads, and oil paint, of course. Right, okay, I hope the sound is okay. The picture was pretty good in the last one. I've got the focus right off, so let's go. Oh, we need to put out some more red. I'll just clean that patch up there. This is one of my little homemade palettes, which I do like to keep clean, fairly clean. I've used it in the pochade box I made, but I never used it. My daughter, when she was young, we made a couple of boxes, and we made a lovely box with a handle to carry our Tilly lights. When we used to go camping, always, even though we had electrics, we always used a Tilly light. Gave a bit of warmth and a bit of comforting glow. Right, red. All these colours are student quality, so you don't need to be stingy with them. My yellows are Griffin Alkyd titanium white and ordinary Winton titanium white, which none of them are student quality except that bit of Griffin Alkyd resin titanium. Okay, let's get some red. I would like to. Let's have a bit of yellow in it. I would like to really use vermilion, but I'm waiting for pluck up the courage to order a big tube of that. Now we've got a little good soaking of black on there. Black is the slowest dry on the palette, I'm led to believe. Let's have a bit of yellow, like a bit of orange, a bit of glow. A bit of cleaner brush. The same brush as I used for the last painting. It's only cleaned through this bit of toweling. Right, okay, let's get a bit lighter down the horizon here. Sort of semi-abstract. Yellow ochre is very good in this, so is burnt sienna. Now we've got a bit of coast. Let's stretch it out a bit of black, bit of green. Look at that lovely dark green. Look, black and cadmium yellow pale. Marvellous. All right, let's get a rock in the middle here. Well, not in the middle, but okay. Then we'll have the waves coming around there. Let's get a bit more dark green in here, and some ochre, bit of burnt sienna. Just mix the colours, create an impression of something happening here. Just mixing the colours here, thickening up the impasto. Right, let's work on that sky now, and these waves. Don't really want white waves. We want plenty of colour in them. The blue, red. Just get a bit of shadow colour coming up there in front of that rock. Oh, let's just soften all that. No, we'll put a shadow in there. We've got to put a source of light here somewhere, so that it justifies catching the waves as they crash on that rock. Bit blue there. So I'll just try and keep away from the whites, just to give because there's no white in the sky, there's just, it's a shadow coming down there. More shadow in here. These greens are just mixed with that black. Now we need to give an impression that there's some wetness on this rock. Otherwise it just looks too clean, doesn't it? Right, let's soften all around this edge here. What are we doing? Does that read? Not really. That's, Alright, let's get a bit of a light sky on the top here. Red, plenty of red. It's coming into the light. Don't think that's very good. We'll just blend it a little bit. I'm flying by the seat of my pants at the moment. Well, I'm not sure about this. Has only been as good as the last one. Probably that the rocks aren't big enough. Let's have a bit more black out. I'm struggling with that there, so we can just squeeze a little bit more black out and just change the shape of it and push it up into that wave a bit. I'll soften it with a bit of burnt sienna. Soften it a little bit. I think that's a little bit better. Now we've got a nice little impasto on there now. We just need bring that red down a bit more, and then we can just touch in some of that wave now. Not really ready to throw the towel in yet on this one. Well, let's see if we can soften it a little bit. What does that look like? It's not too bad. It's well, I'm going to let that go. I don't think it's as good as the last one. Clean my hands. I'll put it in a mount. It's half, not bad, 25 minutes, eh? Although I'm not time constrained, I can save my studios on live. I'll probably cooking the lunch. But, that's the best way to see it. I don't really like that. It's too even. Too even. Where's my palette? Palette. What was that? Oh, here it is. Well, I think that's a bit better. I've broken up that swirly thing there. Bit of okay. Let that go. I'll get it uploaded. Let's just push that over there. Ooh, that's better. Well, I hope you get something from it, folks. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.